If you feel that surge in your chest, that heat behind your eyes, that need to say something now, you're not in control. Most men walk around one comment away from losing their composure. Someone disrespects you at work and your heart rate spikes. Your partner says something sharp and you're already building your defense before she finishes the sentence. A stranger cuts you off in traffic and you're ready to throw your whole morning away just to make a point. You think you're standing up for yourself, but really, you're just being played. And the worst part, you don't even see it. You think the anger is you being strong, but it's not strength, it's a leash. And someone else is holding it. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to walk through the Stoic system for taking that leash back. If you stay with this, you'll see a simple way to start choosing your responses instead of being owned by your reactions. Let me show you what this looks like in real life. You're in a meeting. You've been working on a project for weeks. You know it's solid. Then someone on the team, someone who barely contributed, cuts you off mid-sentence and takes credit for your idea. Everyone nods. No one corrects it. You feel it immediately. That tightness in your jaw, that voice in your head saying, "Say something, right now, don't let him get away with that." And you want to. You want to call him out in front of everyone. You want to make him look small because he just made you feel small. But you don't. You sit there, and the anger doesn't go anywhere. It just sits in your chest for the rest of the day, replaying that moment on a loop. By the time you get home, you're snapping at people who had nothing to do with it. You've lost the whole day to one moment you didn't control. Or this, you're with your girl. She says something that sounds like a test. Maybe it's about your job. Maybe it's about how you've been distant. And instead of hearing her, you hear an attack. So you defend, you escalate, you say something sharp just to match her energy. Now it's not even about the original issue anymore. It's about who can wound who. And 2 hours later, you're both sitting in silence, wondering how it got that bad that fast. The anger made you predictable. It turned a conversation into a war neither of you wanted. One more. Late at night, you're scrolling. You see a comment. Someone you don't even know says something ignorant, something that pisses you off. And you type. You go back and forth. You're not even enjoying it. You're just feeding the fire. 20 minutes later, you're still awake, heart pounding, arguing with a stranger who doesn't care and will forget you exist in 5 minutes. You just gave a piece of your peace to someone who didn't earn it and doesn't deserve it. That's what anger does. It convinces you that reacting is power. But reaction is not power. It's surrender. If you keep moving like this, here's where it leads. You become the guy people know how to control. They know what buttons to push. They know you'll blow up, say too much, look unstable, lose respect. You become easy to bait and hard to trust. And inside, you're exhausted because anger doesn't give you energy. It drains you. And every time you let it run you, you vote for a weaker version of yourself. Most men never see the trap until it's already closed on them. So let's talk about the way out. The Stoics didn't suppress anger. They didn't pretend it wasn't there. They trained a system to intercept it before it took control. Marcus Aurelius wrote this line while leading an empire and fighting wars. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. He's saying the battle is internal. The guy who disrespected you, he's not your enemy. Your inability to pause is. Epictetus put it even sharper. Any person capable of angering you becomes your master. Read that again. If someone can make you lose your calm with a sentence, they own you. That's not freedom, that's remote control. Here's the framework. 5 non-negotiables to train calm power under pressure. Rule 1. Name it before it moves you. The moment you feel that heat, that tightness, that urge to react, stop and say it in your head. I'm angry. That's it. Don't judge it. Don't fight it. Just name it, because the second you name it, you create a gap between the feeling and the action. Most men go straight from trigger to reaction with no space in between. That space is where your power lives. Imagine this. Someone says something disrespectful. You feel it rise. Instead of snapping back, you pause for 2 seconds and think, I'm angry right now. That pause is everything. It's the difference between being controlled and being in command. Your drill for today. Next time you feel anger, say it out loud if you're alone or silently if you're not. Just name it. That alone will cut its power in half. Rule 2. Ask the question. Once you've named it, ask yourself this. Will reacting right now make me more respected or less? Not more right. More respected. Because anger doesn't care about respect. It just wants to be expressed. But you're not here to express. You're here to build authority. And authority is quiet. It doesn't need to prove itself in the moment. Let's say you're in that meeting again. Guy takes credit. You feel the anger. You name it. Then you ask, if I call him out right now, will I look strong or will I look rattled? Most of the time, the answer is rattled. So you don't react. You wait. You handle it later, in private, with precision. And when you do, you're calm, you're clear, you're dangerous. That's power. The guy who can stay composed while everyone else is losing it, that's the guy people follow. You're in a command. I don't react, I respond, and I choose when. Rule 3. Delay the response. This is the most practical one. When someone triggers, you do not respond immediately. Not in person, not over text, not in your head. Give yourself a minimum of 10 seconds before you say anything. If it's a text or email, wait 10 minutes. If it's a big decision, wait 10 hours. Seneca said, the greatest remedy for anger is delay. Because anger is fast, it wants to move now. But wisdom is slow. It waits, it watches, it chooses. Next time someone says something that makes your blood spike, count to 10 in your head before you open your mouth. If you're texting, put the phone down and walk away. Come back when the heat is gone. You'll be shocked how many arguments you avoid just by adding space. And here's the bonus. The person who's trying to bait you will lose interest. Because they wanted the reaction. When you don't give it, they have nothing. Rule 4. Separate the action from the person. Most of the time, we're not angry at what happened. We're angry at what we think it means. Someone cuts you off in traffic, and you make it mean they disrespected you. Your boss criticizes your work, and you make it mean you're not good enough. Your girl questions you, and you make it mean she doesn't trust you. But none of that is true. It's just a story your anger is telling you to justify the reaction. The Stoics trained this. See the action, don't add meaning. Traffic guy didn't cut you off because he hates you. He's just distracted or late. Your boss isn't attacking you. She's managing a project. Your girl isn't your enemy. She's trying to connect. When you strip the story, the anger loses fuel. Imagine this. Someone bumps into you. You can make it mean they're disrespecting you, or you can see it as an accident. One path leads to conflict. The other leads to nothing. You get to choose which story you tell. Your drill, next time you feel disrespected, ask yourself what actually happened. Not what I think it means. What actually happened. Then respond to the fact, not the story. Rule 5. Build the habit in low-stakes moments. You can't train calm in a crisis. You train it when it's easy, so it's there when it's hard. That means practicing delay, naming and separation in small moments. Someone says something annoying. Practice the pause. Someone cuts in line. Practice the delay. Someone's late. Practice not making it mean something. Every small moment is a rep. And every rep makes you harder to shake when it actually matters. Most men wait until they're in a high-pressure situation to try to be calm, and they fail because they never trained it. You don't get calm under fire by hoping. You get it by drilling it every single day in the boring moments. Your challenge. For the next 24 hours, every time you feel even a flicker of irritation, practice one of these 5 rules. Name it. Ask the respect question. Delay your response. Separate action from meaning, or just breathe and let it pass. 1 rep at a time. Here's the shift. The old version of you thought anger made you powerful. It made you feel alive, like you were standing up for yourself, but really, it just made you predictable, easy to control, easy to bait. The forged version? He doesn't need to react. He's not suppressing anything. He's just choosing. He knows that real power is quiet. It doesn't shout. It doesn't defend. It doesn't need to prove itself in the moment. It just moves when it's time to move, and it's calm the rest of the time. That's the difference. Weak men are controlled by their emotions. Forged men command them. Let me compress this. Name the anger before it moves you. Ask if reacting makes you more respected. Delay your response every single time. Separate the action from the story you're telling yourself. And build the habit in low-stakes moments so it's there when the pressure hits. That's the system. It's simple. It's not easy, but it works. Here's your challenge for the next 24 hours. Pick one situation where you know you're likely to get triggered. Work, home, traffic, online, doesn't matter. When it happens, do not react immediately. Name it. Pause. Ask the question, delay, then choose your response. Just once. Prove to yourself that you can intercept it. That one moment will show you that you're not owned by your anger. You're training it. If you want more training like this to forge a solid mind, subscribe to Forged by Stoicism and stay in this work. This is how we build men who can't be shaken, one drill at a time.